Hello, and welcome back to the English Habit. This is your safe and friendly place to build your English skills in a slow and clear way. We believe learning English should always be easy and fun. Today, we are talking about the most common question you will ever hear. Tell me about yourself. People ask this in a new class, at a new job, or when you meet new friends. It is important, but sometimes hard to know what to say. Our goal today is simple. We will make this question easy and friendly. Let's learn the simple sentences to describe you. First of all, let's start with the basics. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," the first things you share are your name and where you come from. To talk about your origin, you use the phrase, "I am from." For example, "I am from Canada," or "I am from the United States." This is the simple and perfect way to start your introduction. Moving on to where you live now, this is also a very common detail to share. You might live in a house, or you might live in an apartment. It's important to know the difference. A house is often big and might have a garden. An apartment is often smaller and part of a bigger building. You can simply say, "I live in a house," or "I live in an apartment." Next, people often want to know your age. To ask this, we use the question, "How old are you?" It is a very polite and common question. When you answer, you use the verb to be. For example, "I am 28 years old," or "I am 25 years old." Remember, you can choose to share your age or not. Now, let's talk about your job. This tells people what you do with your time. You can describe yourself using the phrase, "I am a." For example, "I am a teacher," or "I am a student." If you are a student, you can also share what you study, like "I study art," or "I study music." This is a great way to give more detail. After the basics, you can talk about your family. This is a friendly topic. To talk about siblings, you can say, "I have one brother," or "I have one sister." For instance, I have one sister. Her name is Sarah. You can also talk about your parents and what they do. You can say, "My mother is a writer," or "My father is a doctor." A very fun topic to share is your pets. Many people love animals. You can use the simple phrase, "I have a dog," or "I have a cat." For example, "I have a dog. His name is Max. He is friendly." Or, "I have a cat. Her name is Luna. She is very sleepy." Moving on to things you enjoy, this is the fun part. You can talk about your favorite things. Use the phrase, "My favorite food is." For example, "My favorite food is pizza." Or, "My favorite food is pasta." You can also share what you like to do in your free time. These are your hobbies. We use the verb "like to," followed by an action. For instance, I like to read books, or I like to paint. Sharing a hobby is a great way to start a deeper conversation. Finally, to show your whole self, you can mention things you don't like. This shows your personality. Use the phrase, I don't like, followed by a food or an activity. For example, I don't like spicy food, or I don't like to wake up very early. Sharing both likes and dislikes is very natural. To wrap up our main discussion, remember that answering, "Tell me about yourself," is not scary. It is an invitation to share a little bit about you. You don't have to say everything. You can choose just 3 things. Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a teacher. And I like dogs. It's simple, clear, and friendly. All right. That's all about the main lesson. Now, before we say goodbye, let's quickly review those 12 useful phrases about introducing yourself we learned today. Listen carefully and feel free to repeat if you like. First, the main topic, tell me about yourself. This is the common request to share personal information. For example, hello, I'm Sarah. Tell me about yourself. Next, where you are from. I am from. This phrase tells someone your country or city of origin. Example, I am from Mexico. Moving on to where you live. I live in a house apartment. This describes your current living situation. Example, I live in an apartment in the city center. To talk about age, how old are you? This is the simple way to ask someone's age. Example, excuse me, how old are you? Next, your job. I am a student, teacher. This is how you share your main occupation. Example, I am a teacher at the local school. Family members. I have one brother, sister. This is the simple structure for talking about siblings. Example, I have one sister. She is younger than me. Parents' jobs. My mother is a writer, chef. This structure describes your parents' professions. Example, my father is a doctor at the hospital. Pets. I have a dog or cat. This is how you share information about your companion animal. Example, I have a cat. Her name is Luna. Favorite things. My favorite food is. This phrase tells people what you like the most. Example, my favorite food is pasta. Hobbies. I like to read books. This tells people about your leisure activities. Example, in my free time, I like to read books. Dislikes. I don't like spicy food. This is the clear way to state a preference against something. Example, I don't like to wake up very early. Finally, your character. It shows your personality. This means the information you share tells people about your character. Example: sharing your hobbies shows your personality. And that brings us to the end of today's wonderful lesson. I hope you now feel confident and ready to answer that big question, tell me about yourself. Your challenge this week is simple. Practice saying just 3 sentences about yourself using the words we learned. For example, hi, my name is your name. I am a student and I like to read books. Thank you so much for choosing the English Habit to build your English routine. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join me next time for more simple, stress-free English practice. Until then, stay friendly and keep practicing.